Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a fundamental labor law, the Maternity Benefit Act, 1961, to regulate employment of women during pregnancy and ensure they receive maternity benefits. In this video, I'll break down the key clauses of the Maternity Benefit Act, what a pregnant woman is entitled to, in an easy-to-understand way, and also the amendments to the law relevant for competitive exams. The Act applies to factories, retail mines, and commercial establishments, like offices, businesses. The state government can extend this act to other types of businesses, like agriculture or commercial sectors, with approval from the central government and a public notice. For the commercial establishments, the act is applicable if they have 10 or more employees, now or in the past 12 months. First, let's understand what the key terms mean under this act. Child includes a stillborn child. Delivery means the birth of a child. Maternity benefit means the payment referred to in subsection 1 of section 5. Medical termination of pregnancy means the termination of pregnancy permissible under the provisions of Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act, 1971. Miscarriage means expulsion of the contents of a pregnant uterus at any period prior to or during the 26th week of pregnancy but does not include any miscarriage, the causing of which is punishable under the Indian Penal Code, 45 of 1860. Wages include cash allowances, e.g., dearness and house rent allowance, incentive bonus, the monetary value of concessional supplies, like food grains or other items, but do not include any bonus other than incentive bonus, overtime pay, fines, or deductions, employers' contributions to pension/provident funds, gratuity payable at the end of service. Woman means a woman employed, whether directly or through any agency, for wages in any establishment. Let's move to an important clause, section number 4, that says no employer can allow a woman to work for at least 6 weeks immediately after her delivery, miscarriage, or medical termination of pregnancy. And if a woman, who is in the last month of her pregnancy, requests her employer, she cannot be asked to do hard physical work, work that involves standing for long hours, or any task that could risk her pregnancy, her baby's health, or lead to miscarriage. This protection against strenuous work applies to 2 key time periods. 1 month before delivery, if she's still working. Or 2. And any part of the 6 weeks after delivery, if she hasn't already taken leave under Section 6. Every woman is entitled to maternity benefit or maternity payment from her employer under Section 5. The payment period covers the time just before delivery, the day of delivery, and the time after delivery when she is absent from work. This payment is at the average daily wage rate. So how the wages are calculated? The average daily wage is the average of the wages paid during the 3 calendar months before she goes on maternity leave. She must have worked during these months. The wage paid must be at least the minimum wage under the Minimum Wages Act, or 10 Indian rupees per day, whichever is higher. To be eligible for the maternity benefits, a woman must have worked for at least 80 days in the 12 months before her expected delivery date in the same establishment to get maternity benefits. And when counting the 80 days, paid holidays and days she was laid off are also included as working days. However, as an exception, this 80-day rule does not apply to a woman who immigrated to Assam and was already pregnant at the time of immigration. Under Section 5 subsection, a woman is entitled to a maximum of 26 weeks of paid maternity leave. Up to 8 weeks of this can be taken before the expected delivery date. But if she has 2 or more surviving children, she is entitled to only 12 weeks of leave, with up to 6 weeks allowed before delivery. And if the woman dies during her maternity period, maternity benefit is paid only up to the date of her death. If she dies after giving birth, the employer must pay for the entire maternity period. Section 5, subsection 4 provides benefits for adoption or surrogacy. It says, if a woman who legally adopts a child under 3 months old, or a commissioning mother, in surrogacy, she is entitled to 12 weeks of maternity leave from the date the child is handed over to her. Additionally, if the woman's job allows, the employer may permit her to work from home after her maternity leave, based on mutual agreement between the woman and employer. Section 7 states if a woman dies before receiving maternity benefit or any related payment, that money must be paid to her nominee. Under Section 8, a woman eligible for maternity benefit also gets a medical bonus of 1,000 Indian rupees if the employer does not provide free prenatal and postnatal care. And Section 9 says, a woman who has a miscarriage or medical termination of pregnancy can get 6 weeks of paid leave at maternity benefit rate after submitting valid medical proof. In addition, under Section 10, a woman can get up to 1 month of extra paid leave if she falls ill due to pregnancy-related matters. This leave is in addition to the regular maternity leave under Sections 6 or 9. To get this leave, she must provide valid proof. Payment for this leave is at the same rate as maternity benefit. When a woman returns to work after childbirth, she is allowed 2 nursing breaks per day, in addition to her regular rest break, until her child turns 15 months old. Also, any establishment with 50 or more employees must provide a crèche facility, either within a prescribed distance or shared with other facilities. The woman employee can visit the crèche 4 times a day, and these visits include her rest break time. A woman getting maternity benefits must not face any wage cut just because 1. She is given lighter or less strenuous work during pregnancy. 2. She takes nursing breaks to feed her baby, as per Section 11. However, that if a woman is on approved maternity leave but she works in any establishment during that leave period, then she will lose her right to receive maternity benefit for the time she worked. Under the Act, the inspectors has a certain role in ensuring maternity rights. A woman can complain to the inspector if she has not received maternity benefit or any other amount she is entitled to, or she was fired or dismissed during or because of her maternity leave. The inspectors then start an inquiry on their own or after receiving a complaint, and if the complaint is valid, she can order the employer to make the payment or take appropriate action if the woman was wrongly dismissed. If someone disagrees with the inspector's decision, they can appeal within 30 days to the authority specified by law. If no appeal is made, the inspector's decision is final. Then, the collector will collect the money based on a certificate from the inspector. When a woman is on maternity leave, as per the Act, the employer cannot fire or dismiss her, give a notice of dismissal that ends during her maternity leave, change her job terms to her disadvantage. The woman cannot be denied her maternity benefits or medical bonus, unless the dismissal is for gross misconduct, and the employer gives a written order. This act does not stop a woman from making a new agreement with her employer that gives her better rights or privileges than what the Act provides. If a woman is already getting better benefits under any other agreement, contract, or law, she will continue to get those better benefits, even if this Act gives something less. The appropriate government, central or state, can make rules to implement the Act, after giving public notice and publishing them in the official gazette. The government can make rules about registers and records to be maintained, format of notices, like maternity leave notices, how to file complaints to inspectors and how they should conduct inquiries, where and how to appeal if a woman is denied maternity benefit due to misconduct, duration of nursing breaks, what proof is needed for claims. Assam Amendment to Section 5. In Assam, the wage calculation formula in Section 5(1) changes 6 to 7, giving women slightly higher maternity benefit. Under Section 5A, if a woman is already getting maternity benefits under this Act, she will keep getting them even if the ESI Act starts applying, until she qualifies for maternity benefits under the ESI Act. And a woman is still eligible for maternity benefit under this Act if 1. She works in a place covered by the ESI Act. 2. Her monthly wage is above the ESI limit. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.